good day all to you. Nice to see you from far away. I'm going to tell you something about Jenaplan and about world orientation. It is very important in Holland to use these things in school. This morning you looked to the video of the children and how to develop curiosity. It is very important to know that your helping can stop things. And I will continue on this video because we can not only give education by doing nothing and only putting things down, but how can you reach your goals starting from this point on, from the interest of the children. After you have seen the movie, you've been outside, and I hear from the interpreter nice things. You discovered a lot of items outside which made questions for you. Yeah, I already told you world orientation is very important. In Jenaplan schools, it's the goal, because world orientation means how to learn to live. Children are little and they only go to school to be a successful adult when they are grown up. And successful you can talk about it, what is successful, but for me successful is what the talents are from a child, where he's good at, where he's happy with, meaningful for others, and being a good citizen in your country, and be kind and nice and that sort of things. So we learn children to live not only by knowledge but also by being a person. So they are formed and they know how to take initiative. Yeah, in Holland we have 28 children in a class with one teacher. You must imagine when you have a restaurant and you have 28 guests sitting at different tables, and you are the only waiter in the restaurant. How can you manage to give them all together food, and they have their drinks all by yourself? So you have to imagine, how can I do it? And what we imagined in our Jenaplan schools is we help each other, we do it together. Like in a family, you have different levels. So we also use different levels in our school. If you are at home, you have a lot of activities you do, and if they are all in a rhythm during the day, you are happy, you're enthusiastic, you feel comfortable. What you need to do in your schools, now you don't need, we do, if you want to, I must say, use the four forms like home. It's celebrate together. Now celebration is happy with someone, birthday celebration, spring, Christmas, and that sort of things. And celebrate what we learned. That's what we do in schools. We play together. Playing is very important for children to discover the world and to feel happy and in a good mood. That's what we also need to do in schools. You have free play, like the children on the picture, but you can have organized play like you did this morning by going outside with a task, but always together. And we work together. We use the talents and the experience of our children in our classroom. We always ask the children, where are you expert at? And then we ask children, if you need help, please first look for a child who is expert, so you can ask the child to help you. So if you have 28 children in your class, you don't do it all by yourself, you ask the children. And speak together is also very important. Imagine you come to school, your teacher didn't see you, didn't ask how are you today, you had a bad night or something happened at home and nobody's asking, how can you do your math? So for us, it is very important to have a good relationship with our children, and we speak a lot. What do you want to learn? How are you today? What was difficult yesterday? Are there any questions? So these 4 basic skills, use them at home and also use them at school. Speaking about world orientation, Kees Bot, he died last year, was very important for us, for Jena planners. He works at the university and he helps us thinking about Jenaplan. And he said, if children have questions, don't give them the answers, because ask questions about their questions, because then they are really learning about Jenaplan. Yeah, so because when children have questions, they are very active. If people get the answers, it stops thinking. It makes passive. So if you know the answer, you stop thinking. That's how it works. Yeah, questions. I was with my daughter in the car and I was thinking, does she has any questions about real life? Because I thought maybe not. And if you ask a child, what questions do you have? If you think about the world and about your surrounding and things, these sort of questions come up. And then I was looking for an answer, but I do not have all the answers. Why can birds fly? And how does water come out of the tap? I used the tap many years, but how it really comes out, I don't know. And why do you die from electricity? I don't know. How does a light work? Such a little light, like the LEDs. How does it work? I don't know. And in our seasons, how do flowers know to come up in spring? Where does the wind come from? I know the theory, but where does it come from? And why do we eat vegetables and not grass? Why do we do not have recipes with grass? And how can a dolphin sleep while still swimming? I don't know. Okay, so the children must learn that knowing something happens, that not knowing something happens to everyone. Nobody knows everything, but you must learn, children. Oh, did you say, oh, I don't know. How interested. How can we find out? So children experience that way, that learning is a lot of fun, and teachers like to learn, and other children like to learn. So if you learn something as a teacher, tell the children, oh wow, what I discovered yesterday. It's very important for children. Okay, and children must know there are more things we don't know than we do. So learning is a never-ending process, and children must see that we are not the all-knowers. We also learn. We are still learning and discovering. Yeah, like this. If you show you know everything, children can feel very stupid because they know nothing. And because of that, it is for some children very difficult to ask questions, because I heard a story of a child, she still knows, and she asked her teacher when she was 8 or 9 years old, she asked her teacher, I forgot, I do not know how to write 106. Do I first need to do 106, 1006? And the teacher said, well, you must know, I told you so many times, please. And she walked away. If you behave like that, children will never ask something again, because they feel very stupid. They have really a question, but they say, oh no, I won't ask. I won't ask questions. But never forget, there are no stupid questions. There are only stupid answers. Yeah, so have a silence or say you don't know exactly either. That activates children. When I'm in a large group, I was listening to a speaker, and sometimes he asked, are there any questions? And nobody raises his hand. But I had a question because I didn't understand one word of him. I thought, what is he talking about? But no one had a question, so I thought, oh, I'm stupid. I won't ask because everybody knows I don't know what he means. So I didn't ask. And later I asked, what was it? What did he mean by that? And the others told me, we don't know either. So, oh, please show as an adult you have also questions and leave silence. So children activate and think. If someone asks you something, you say, well, I'm not quite sure, who knows? Then, oh, I know, I saw it, and I saw it on television, or my parents told me. Please have that sort of behavior. Yeah, so it's in a group, very normal, you do not know something yet. And in a group, it's very normal, you do know something. So you have both things in a group.